In a previous video, I talked about how I use Journal app to track everything I do each day. I'll put a link to that video as the first link in the description. Specifically, what I do is I write out a list of everything I did in order. Since recording that initial video, I listened to a podcast with James Clear that offered insight into why writing out everything I do might be helpful. Specifically, Law 4 of his 4 laws of behavior change is to make it satisfying, meaning taking the habit that you intend to do more often and make it satisfying so that you're more inclined to do it again in the future. This can be difficult because a lot of the good habits that people want to build are difficult in the moment, but only rewarding in the future. For instance, working out is difficult in the moment, but rewarding when you're healthier in the future. So I think that tracking what I do has an impact on this, in that it makes the behavior itself more satisfying, which makes me more likely to do it in the future. What I mean by this is that, let's say I do a behavior like working out that's difficult in the moment. Afterwards, I have the benefit of knowing that I've done something to progress towards my goals. But then I also have the benefit of knowing that I get to write it down, and my future self will be able to look back and see what I did. Even if I don't feel like doing something for my current self, I can do it for my future self, and that tends to be rewarding. Additionally, let's say there was a habit you wanted to stop doing. You could take the reverse of this law of behavior change. So the reverse of make it satisfying would be make it dissatisfying. So if I were to do a behavior that I don't intend to, like getting distracted watching YouTube videos, I would feel some punishment from just knowing I did something that I didn't intend to, but there would be additional punishment from needing to write that down in my list of things I did in order, meaning that my future self could look back and see it as well. Then, because this behavior was less satisfying, I would be less inclined to do it again. Overall, I think tracking is helpful because it makes the behaviors we intend to do more satisfying, and it makes the behaviors we don't intend to do less satisfying. This makes it so over time, we're more likely to build good habits and do the behaviors we intend to, even though we're really not putting that much more effort into things, and instead we're just tracking what we do.